Hello, Audio Marks coming to you from the Sachem Public Library. Welcome to the Marks for Life podcast with your hosts, Jimmy and CJ, two casuals turned Marks wrestling fans to give you a direct line to all things in the squared circle. Enter the ring at your own risk. We pull no punches, we hit hard, and we will slam you with all the info you need to know. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Because
it's Rusev Day!
And welcome to this week's edition of Marks for Life podcast. I am one of your hosts, CJ.
And I'm the other one, Jimmy. And we are joined again by our friend, Joe.
I am regretting bringing CJ cookies. You are clearly way too hyped up. It is 10:30 in the morning.
Cinnamon bun Oreos!
Oh, boy.
Anyway.
Oh, boy.
I've had 12.
Someone bring a bottle of Jack Daniels immediately.
Anyway,
Nice.
this is going to be an exciting episode, I guess. We're going to be talking about our predictions for NXT.
TNA versus Lucha Underground.
No, stop
No one
that.
will care. That's my prediction. TNA will be under in a year.
No, we're going to be talking about
Ring
NXT.
of Honor versus New Japan Pro Wrestling.
UFC 223 predictions.
Conor McGregor.
No, we're going to be talking about
Boxing.
Shut up! NXT TakeOver, New Orleans, and WrestleMania.
Do you have a button that can just shut his mic off?
No, well, actually.
Yo, if you do, I will take over Joe's mic.
Hello,
no, what do you want?
Oh, God.
Anyway.
Ow.
We're not going to be doing any news.
There hasn't been any.
I mean, there was a retraction of the Bullet Club logo situation that we talked about last week.
Oh, yeah.
They ain't doing that no more.
Okay.
And
Oh, Conor McGregor kind of got his ass kicked by a bus.
No, he was trying to kick the boss's ass.
Bus 1, McGregor 0.
that's definitely not a work.
I think it might be a
No, it's not a fucking work. Conor McGregor is like the Donald Trump of MMA. He will say and do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, but how else will you get up hype for a Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor fight than having him throw a security barrier at a bus that is holding Khabib right now?
Did anyone see the face of Conor McGregor crying as the main thing for the Bleacher Report article? I thought that was kind of funny. He's just like, "Wah, I got arrested." But just imagine all that in an Irish accent, but cursing like fucking crazy and no crying.
You gonna let me throw things at the boss?
Yes! Come on, Dana. The boss had it coming.
Anyway, we're recording this Friday on the day of the Hall of Fame. Are you guys excited about the Hall of Fame?
This is not Jurassic Park. We are not
Anyway.
going down this
Yo,
road.
I'm fucking hyped for the Hall of Fame. I'm not gonna watch it.
I'll probably watch some of it
Yo,
at some point.
I
but
might watch it tonight when I get home.
I think I'll be more excited for Mark Henry to get in. He's getting inducted by the Big Show.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting.
He's the only one I'm excited for. I'm gonna be
Their
him
table
and
for
Dudley.
Their table for three was hysterical.
Who was it? It was Big Show, Kane. No, Big Show, Mark Henry.
And Kane, yeah.
It was Kane. The three big men.
Yeah, it was hysterical when Mark Henry told the story of how he thought he was going to Springfield, Massachusetts, and they were in a different Springfield.
You mean Illinois?
He's like, oh, wait, I'm in Springfield, Massachusetts. We're in Springfield, Illinois. Oh!
Will we see the return of the pink salmon jacket? Because I hope so.
Oh, I would love to see it.
I would love to see it. And then at the Hall of Fame, it's a complete work. I ain't retiring. I ain't going in the Hall of Fame.
Daddy's coming home, and you see John Cena book it, and they're not again, not doing this again.
God, I would love that.
But I'm not gonna watch the Hall of Fame because I'm gonna be watching Fozzy.
I think the Jeff Jarrett induction should be something to see.
Oh my God.
Yo, it's gonna be with Road Dogg, Jesse James.
The real Double J.
Oh, yo, rumor has it that Jeff Jarrett is gonna take over Daniel Bryan as SmackDown General Manager. So fuck y'all, I was right again.
I don't know. The rumor I was hearing was Hulk Hogan.
I know. We talked about this last week.
It's
I don't know
between
if
one of the two because Hulk Hogan has a lot of backlash with him right now, so they might wait with him.
I
But
think
Jeff
it'd be
Jarrett-
so compelling if one of them was in charge of Raw and the other one was in charge of SmackDown. I would be so happy
Can you
about
imagine
that.
the pop if they're getting ready to induct Hillbilly Jim and go, where's Jimmy Hart? We can't find him.
Dun, 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 dun,
Here
dun,
comes
dun,
Hulk
dun, dun.
Hogan.
Oh my God, I would be so happy.
It's Hulk Hogan, Nick. Just kidding. Almost said it again, brother. No coming back from that one this time, brother.
All right, let's wind down a little bit and talk about TakeOver. This is a pretty exciting card, and the build-up was pretty good. No? Yes?
Yeah.
I love the Gargano Ciampa build-up. coming to his house at 3:30 in the morning. That video was posted last week, and I'm like, this is nice. I like this.
Really?
Yeah.
We haven't been paying too much attention on
There's
NXT.
a video of him going to his house at 3 in the morning?
Yeah.
Like Brian Pillman style or Triple H style?
He didn't actually get in the house. You just it's a video of Tommaso Ciampa in his bedroom at 3:30 in the morning. You just hear Gargano pounding on the door, screaming for him. So it's not like Triple H or Undertaker with Paul Bearer where they just break in the house and start destroying everything.
Undertaker never did that.
No, that was Stone Cold.
No, I'm pretty sure. No, Undertaker broke into Paul Bearer's house and assaulted him.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought he went into his job or something and was about to cremate his ass.
Well, I'm pretty sure that happened too. Someone was getting embalmed or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because you just see Kane about to like stab him and shit, and then Undertaker goes, "Raw!"
I think that was Stone Cold.
No, Stone Cold's like, "You motherfucker, I'm gonna fucking kick your ass," and Brian Pillman's like, "Yo, fuck you." Oh wow.
Yeah.
Undertaker attacks Paul Bearer in his home. Raw, June 22nd.
June 22nd, 1998. So this is pre-ministry days.
Pre-ministry
Like right at
days.
the beginning of the ministry.
I thought you said premenstrual days.
Well, I think Undertaker's in current menstrual days right now because he doesn't want to come out of the house. So
Well,
I said it, Mark.
We'll definitely talk about that. But let's run down the NXT card.
All right.
CJ?
So, first off, we have the winner of the Dusty Road Tag Team Classic and the NXT Tag Team Championship will be contested by Roderick Strong and the WWE United Kingdom Champion Pete Dunne versus the Authors of Pain with Paul Ellering versus the Undisputed Era represented by Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. We also have the inaugural NXT North American Championship contested in a ladder match between EC3, Velveteen Dream, Lars Sullivan, Adam Cole, baby, Killian Dane, and Ricochet. We have the grudge feud between Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. We have the NXT Women's Championship between Shayna Baszler and NXT Women's Champion Ember Moon. And finally, we have the NXT Championship being defended by Andrade Cien Almas, accompanied by Zelina Vega versus Aleister Black.
Ooh.
I think I did pretty good with that.
Yeah, you actually.
Yeah.
The order was messed up, but like you got.
No,
you didn't have
I did it from least importance to most importance.
You don't think the tag team titles that important? I just
Not so much. Like they're on the bottom level of hype right now.
I mean, I can understand that because AOP is probably getting called up, and Strong and Dunn
Yeah,
are gonna win. So
Definitely true. There was supposed to be a rumored match between Vega and Candice LeRae.
I think that got caught.
I got cut, so that match isn't gonna happen. But who knows? It could change.
they'll probably be in. There could be an involvement somewhere. I don't know.
Unless
Maybe a
that's
backstage
actually the match, because I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see what happens on Saturday.
It's not like
Oh.
it's not like it's Gargano versus Almas again, where you could just have them go at it during the match. Maybe they'll have like a backstage thing. I don't know.
Maybe. But let's talk about our predictions for. Okay, so let's talk about Gargano versus Ciampa, an unsanctioned match. Who do you think is gonna win?
Yo, it has to be Gargano.
Why?
Why? Because Tommaso cost him his job, his championship, his happiness.
Well, first off, his
His trust?
happiness is with Candice LeRae, not with
Yo.
just working at NXT. What's gonna happen is he's gonna get called up to either Raw, SmackDown, or
I think
205 Live.
I think they're gonna push this feud out. I don't think Gargano's gonna leave just yet.
I think Gargano goes out on top, goes to 205
Yeah.
Live, maybe feuds with Neville.
Oh, we'll talk about that. We'll definitely talk about that.
Stop it.
I honestly don't think that. I think because usually when NXT people get called up, they usually go home at a losing end. I think the only one that didn't, I can't even think whoever.
Well, Asuka.
I thought Asuka technically, but she vacated the title.
Yeah,
It's a little different.
but the thing is, Gargano, like, if you have Ciampa win, it will feel like a deflated storyline. It will.
Yeah, but then it could continue going into 2019.
But usually,
Ciampa and Gargano.
usually the ones that lose off and leave NXT are someone who was like a big champion beforehand. Like Ember Moon's gonna lose and eventually get called up. AOP is gonna lose their match to TakeOver and eventually get called
And they're gonna
up.
have to start all over again on the main roster anyway. So
Yeah.
whatever the case is, whether the story gets relined, it's just gonna get restarted once they go into the main roster. So I think
Ask
now.
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
So I honestly do believe that this is the last time we'll see Gargano at an NXT show.
I think so, but I think he's gonna leave on top.
Yeah,
I can't see Ciampa winning. The build up to this feud, to this match, has been fantastic. It has been some of the best storytelling I've seen in a very long time. However, having anyone but Gargano win would just be a huge mistake on booking's part.
I'm just saying they need to build for a new title contender for the NXT Championship after this match, after the main match that we're going to talk about later. But I think that's going to be Ciampa after he's done with Gargano. He's going to be done. He's going to put that behind him and then go for the belt. And that's how it's going to work.
I could see that happening, but I can also see EC3 moving up the ranks really quickly and him being the next top contender against Aleister Black.
We'll see.
That's what I would rather see, because I would like to see both Ciampa and Gargano move up to the main roster.
They're not going to move up together, though. Not separately. It would be as a tag team, but that's not going to happen.
They're not going to be a tag team. I think they're going to move up separately, but I think Gargano's going to be SmackDown, not Cruiserweight, and Tommaso Ciampa's going to be Cruiserweight. Because
I think it'll be the opposite. I think Gargano's going to the Cruiserweight division.
I don't know. I could see Gargano doing like a Daniel Bryan type of thing for the U.S. Championship.
I did hear some interesting things regarding a particular match going on WrestleMania that might involve Gargano. I'm not going to say it now. I'll save it for when we talk about it. You probably know what it is. Just don't say it right now. We're just talking.
You are so fucking vague. I have no idea.
Just okay.
We'll
hold it.
I know you could be talking about Asuka and Nia Jax.
We'll talk about it. I promise. We'll talk about it. I promise.
Okay.
Let's move on to the next match, which is the tag team match. We all picked the same people.
So 1, 2, 3, Undisputed Era.
It
has to be. AOP's getting called up. I would have liked Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne to get the championship, but it's just
I think they would have a better feud facing each other, though. The UK Championship between Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne. I think they would have a better match.
I think it would be good. I just also think that Undisputed Era needs to have some kind of title to remain relevant.
Plus, I think
Agreed.
I think the replacement of Cole over the injured Bobby Fish, I think actually makes them more likely to win, because I think Adam Cole's just better, and they'll give him the win.
Is this the match that's going to go on before the ladder match or after?
Probably
before. I think it's going to open up the show.
Well, I think they'll give Cole the win technically in this match to kind of make up for him
losing.
Not winning.
So we're not going to see him a majority in the match. It's mainly going to be Kyle.
Probably.
All right.
I could see him.
We're getting Future Shock now. That's pretty amazing.
I guess.
Yeah.
That's their tag team in Ring of Honor.
I don't know. So. I like Adam Cole. I was never a fan of Bobby Fish or Kyle O'Reilly. The only reason why I was a fan of Kyle O'Reilly is because he hit hard and he did like a lot of really strong submissions, which I do like that.
It's Daniel Bryan-esque right there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where
not even Daniel Bryan-esque. More like a how do I put it? A Ken Shamrock that hits you hard with his legs.
A Ken Shamrock that hits you.
Like I see Kyle O'Reilly as like a Ken Shamrock in the way of his submissions, very MMA based. Not so much as Daniel Bryan, because his is more wrestling based. He's very strong MMA based, but he also has that Shinsuke Nakamura like strikes, like a lot of that hard hitting strong style, which I do like in a wrestler. Bobby Fish is just really boring and weird with that stupid ass mustache, looking like fucking Tyler Bate.
But Tyler Bate doesn't have that anymore.
I know Tyler.
He was just like 19 when he.
No, he's 20.
Shut up.
He was like 19.
Stop making me feel bad for being old, Joe. God.
Joe, he's younger than us and making more money than we can ever hope to make.
Yeah, but we also made some pretty dumb decisions with our grooming techniques at 19. So that's probably why he had the mustache.
What the fuck are you talking about? I still look the same.
Okay, all right. Let's not open that box.
But
all right, let's but we all agree it's Undisputed Era.
It should be.
I don't see the other teams really winning. Maybe Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne.
I don't
see why that would be relative.
I don't see it. Not gonna lie, I don't even know why Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne are there.
I think it's because Tyler Bate and Trent Seven, like Tyler Bate got injured and couldn't be Mustache Mountain.
I mean, why are they on the show?
Why are they on the show?
Why couldn't they just had AOP lose, and then Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne just look that much stronger, and then they lose to Undisputed Era?
Well, I think AOP's taking the fall either way.
I think so too.
And then we're gonna see him on SmackDown or Raw.
I want to see him on
SmackDown.
I want to see him on Raw.
AOP Bludgeon Brothers would be a great feud.
I want to push that off.
We'll definitely talk about it later.
I
have a lot.
Then again, both of the teams that are for Raw at Mania are pretty hard hitting. I feel like that would be either way a good matchup.
I think AOP should go to Raw and then be the ones to take the belts off the Raw Tag Team
They should go to
Championship.
205. Win the Cruiserweight Tag Team titles. You guys are not Cruiserweights. You want to take
Oh,
this
they
from
cut
us?
so much goddamn weight. My God.
Say, do you want to take these from us? No? All right, they're Cruiserweights now. It's 405 live now.
All right. Let's move on to the next match, which will probably be the match of the night for.
I don't
and it
think
takes-
so. I think it's gonna be the Aleister Black Andrade Cien Almas.
It's a possibility, but the ladder match between EC3, Adam Cole, Killian Dane, Lars Sullivan, Ricochet, and Velveteen Dream.
The thing is with ladder matches, they had the potential to be match of the night, but only if all 6 moving parts work perfectly. That's the thing.
Is it because we all agree that Lars Sullivan is like the odd person in this match?
He really is.
Yeah,
It could have.
he
It
is.
should have been like Ricochet or not Ricochet. Roderick Strong, or Pete Dunne. Like I would rather see them in there, over someone like Lars.
Killian Dane will pull off like some big man spot or something like that.
Yeah,
You
so
throw
I
him through a
I kind
ladder
of
or
want
something.
to be like a small comedy spot where you see Killian Dane attempt to climb it, and then the first rung that he steps his big ass feet on just breaks, and be like, "Fuck, how am I gonna do this?" And then grabs underneath the ring the ridiculous sized ladder that Big Show had when he was gonna be in Money in the Bank like
It'll be like
5 years
It'll
ago.
be like a 3-man spot where like 3 of them just grab Killian Dane, chuck him through like 3 ladders, and they'll take him out for the whole night.
Yeah. You know what I would have liked to have seen? I would have liked to have seen. Well, no, Eric Young was in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. I would have liked to have seen Eric Young take the Lars Sullivan spot and see that dynamic.
I think it would have been interesting.
I think that would have been pretty cool.
Would have seen like a Big Show and Chris Jericho when they had that spot against DX way back in the day.
Oh, I
Or
was
when
no
Kane
even
and-
better against
Kane and
Undertaker.
Seth Rollins in the Money in the Bank match a couple years ago.
Or no, I don't think Kane was even in the Money in the Bank. Oh, he was, right?
I think he was.
I thought he wasn't even in the match, but helped Seth Rollins, and that was the reason why Carmella referenced
I would
it.
say James Ellsworth and Carmella.
Oh God, we're not gonna talk about James Ellsworth right now. We'll talk about it later.
I still think that was the highlight of Carmella's career. when-
Bleacher Report interviewed 2 people about wrestling AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura and James Ellsworth. And I'm like, why? I'm like, you couldn't have gotten anyone. You could have asked Samoa
Because
Joe.
James Ellsworth is such a bottom feeder that
He's probably the only one that said yes to the interview.
Oh,
Samoa
God.
Joe's like, no, man, that's stupid.
No,
I ain't
All
doing
right,
that."
all right. We didn't even give our predictions. I know we want to talk about James Ellsworth right now, but who do we got and why?
CJ's got wet dream.
Yeah.
there
and
are
then
6.
and then you and me have EC3.
There are 6 dreams. No, 1 dream.
Trouble, 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 trouble.
Why do you have Velveteen Dream, buddy?
I think that Velveteen Dream has really impressed over the past couple months, and I feel like he is a solid mid-carder. I do not believe EC3 is a great mid-card champion. I feel like he deserves to be at the top, challenging for the NXT Championship. There are certain people where you can see in the mid-card. You could see Cassius Ohno. You could see Alexander Wolf. You could see...
You could see Alexander Wolf in the mid card. Really?
Yeah. I could see...
He is such. All right,
I can
go
see,
on, go on.
I said
Ricochet.
Cassius Ohno. Ricochet, he's in that upper mid-card level. Lars Sullivan, I can see competing for the mid-card championship. I can't see...
Badly.
Yes. I cannot see EC3 going for the mid-card title. I can see him being inaugural, yes. I do see that, but I feel like that's beneath him, and I feel like EC3 should be challenging for the WWE NXT Championship, because I feel like that would just be a much better fit for him as like a Bobby Roode-esque type of champion, and I feel like someone with the North American Championship should have a long reign. If EC3 were to have it, I feel like he'd drop it in 2 takeovers, and then I don't think the reign would be as valued as someone like Velveteen Dream, who could hold it for at least 3 or 4 takeovers.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Here's why you're wrong. They're just debuting EC3 recently, and this will be his official match.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
This
is
would be his official match. It would make absolute perfect sense for his character, for who he is, and for the title to win this match.
Because he's in the top 1%.
And it just makes sense. Like, you're absolutely right. He is a Bobby Roode-esque character. In fact, he actually is better than Bobby Roode in
Yes.
this sense.
He's going to have to start somewhere, and Vince McMahon is the type of person that you don't just get handed, especially if you had a lot of your success in another company. You usually have to
You have to take a
prove
beat.
yourself a little bit.
You do. What I see with this is that Vince McMahon has not really any control in NXT. This is a Hunter project.
But Hunter even gives time for stars to build. he's never given anyone a championship win in their debut match.
I think that why this is different is because when all the big indie stars came through the first time with Joe and Balor and Rude and whoever, there's only one singles title to go for in NXT. Now you're kind of opening up that way where you don't have to push him into the NXT title picture already because there's at least another title that he can kind of...
Plus, I think this would be even great for Velveteen Dream because now you have the perfect foil to go off in the next... I agree. I think that EC3 will hold us for at least 2, maybe 3 takeovers, but EC3 is like the perfect foil for Velveteen Dream. And then once he wins it, he gets to conquer the 1% for that title. It'd be a perfect story.
I don't know. I could see them feud. I just see Velveteen Dream as the champion because I feel like he needs the boost more than EC3 too. That's another thing and no one's considering is that Velveteen Dream needs.
He's the most over guy in NXT. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but he's not. He's over and he's proven, but he doesn't have that type of that love for the audience the way they love someone like EC3 or like Ricochet.
That's because EC3 and Ricochet are coming from spots where a lot of really marquee people like us know about that. Velveteen Dream, when he debuted, we all kind of went like, this probably wasn't going to work. Then he had the Aleister Black match at TakeOver Brooklyn, and it was amazing.
Velveteen Dream also needs to be the Rock of NXT right now. Because I can see EC3 debuting.
Okay, but The Rock didn't win a championship right
off
the bat like
that.
No,
not Rock as in Dwayne Johnson, like The Rock like Asuka was. You know how someone stayed in NXT while everyone was getting called up? I feel like
but he could still be over. While he could be like Braun Strowman and still be over without having a championship.
Yeah, but how long can you go with that before people get sick of it?
They're not going to get
Braun Strowman.
They haven't gotten sick of Braun Strowman. It's been almost 2 years.
He lost to Roman Reigns how many times and still it's over?
He only got
Died
steam though this past year though. He only recently got it's only been a year. I don't know. I feel like Velveteen Dream deserves to be the thing that NXT rotates around. You know what I mean?
No, I get what you're saying. I think though, the one thing that's missing from the Velveteen Dream story that would make him completely over and would actually solidify him as, quote-unquote, The Rock in this case, is a story. There was no story for Aleister Black other than saying his name, but there was an amazing feud and a great match to boost with that. And I think with this one, it shows that he's dynamic enough to be in any style of match that there is. And with, hopefully, after EC3 wins... going forward, there's like this long-standing feud that he can have. And that just builds him as a well-rounded character. And then, once he gets that belt, that solidifies him as The Rock. I get what you're saying, and if EC3 wasn't a factor in this, I think that Velveteen Dream would win. But just the way that they're presenting EC3 right out of the gate, I feel like this is what's going to happen.
I don't know. I
don't disagree with you.
No, I agree with your points. I do. I could see that happening just as well. I would rather have the Velveteen Dream story.
All right.
I
think, okay, I'm not going to talk about it more because I feel like we're just beating a dead cow at this point.
I think that's the most interesting match on the card, though. That's the thing.
Would the horse go on a break? We're beating the dead cow.
I mean, the horse was, I think, the talk when we had in the beginning of this conversation.
The North American Championship, though, is probably the most interesting match on this card. Besides Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, this is probably the most intrigue. I'm going to be completely honest. The other matches are kind of You can kind of see where they end. This one, you have a lot of other factors.
I mean, how many ladder spots are we getting at Ricochet doing right now?
4.
4. There's a solid 4 number on that
4.
from CJ. Oh my god.
I thought we were doing an over/under type thing.
Oh, I'm just gonna say 4.
All right. Let's move on to the next match. We have Amber Moon versus Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's Championship.
I'm kind of upset that this match is happening.
Why?
I feel like Kairi Sane should have gotten like a one-on-one opportunity by now, and it should have been like Shayna winning the. I don't know. I don't like. Shayna should have won at fucking Royal Rumble. She should have. Shayna's gonna win now, but I don't know how much more they can do. I'm interested more in Shayna as a champion rather than Ember Moon. I was never a huge fan of Ember Moon. You know this.
I kind of see it. I like Ember Moon and her move style is pretty good.
It's okay.
I mean, she's a better in-ring worker than a lot of people. So.
I don't know, but Asuka and Nikki.
Could we see her pull double duty and be in the Women's Battle Royal WrestleMania?
I could see her going.
Yeah, I
into
could
the
see her
Women's
doing
Battle
that. Yeah,
Royal.
like she'll lose and then go into this. Yeah, I could see that. I could see her getting called up too.
But she was also in the Women's Royal Rumble, So, well, a lot of women. were in the
You're
women's.
gonna have a lot of crossover, I think,
Um,
with this match and the Women's Royal Rumble.
I see Shayna winning, and I never saw Ember Moon as a legitimate champion. I'm gonna be honest here too.
That's fair, but then again, she got the title basically because Asuka didn't defend it.
Yeah,
so
That's the thing.
She
that's
didn't
why
beat Asuka.
like the champion who was gonna be after Asuka vacated it wasn't gonna be an actual champion. So that right there was already kind of a cop out.
Yeah, because she didn't beat. If she had beaten Asuka,
She would have been
and that
legitimate.
streak,
She would have been absolutely legitimate.
But-
I don't think she would have, but that's besides the point.
I think that would have helped her credibility a lot because I don't think she has any. She defeated Nikki Cross. She defeated three women who were not former women's champions. The closest that she had was Kairi Sane, who was the Mae Young Classic winner. But however, the Mae Young Classic winner, again, she had no championships to her name in NXT. And in addition to that, she didn't even pin Kairi Sane. I think she pinned Peyton Royce or Nikki Cross. You know, the fact with Ember Moon is she has no credibility. Shayna Baszler has much more credibility to...
I think she had that, but then when she got injured the first time, that's what really set her back.
And the fact that Asuka beat her, like,
Yeah,
three
that-
times. Or twice. Twice.
So I agree, but
I think Baszler...
who do we have to win for this? I think we all have
Baszler.
We all
Baszler.
have
We have
Baszler,
Baszler.
Baszler, she's just a much more interesting character and a much more dominating presence. And I feel like NXT needs that kind of heel champion moving forward into this new era.
She's literally the antithesis of Ronda Rousey.
She is!
We'll definitely talk about the differences between them when we get to
Yes.
that point in the WrestleMania predictions. All right, the last match: Andrade Cien Almas versus Aleister Black for the NXT Championship. 1, 2, 3.
Aleister Black. With
The-
Zelina
the-
Vega.
The root of all evil.
What?
With Zelina Vega.
Shut up.
His theme song, by the way, is
It's
mint.
fucking top notch.
Which one? Which Aleister
Aleister Black.
Yeah, obviously.
I listened to it on like loop. When that shit drops right in the beginning, I'm like,
Out of every single person for the TakeOver match, will Aleister Black have the best entrance?
It's gonna be between him and Velveteen Dream. I'm being completely serious.
No, I know you are. That's why I'm laughing.
Velveteen Dream at Philly had some kind of like Rocky God type of thing, where he had like a woman taking off his robe and a man putting a fucking mouth guard, and he's just like.
I could see EC3 having a pretty interesting entrance.
It's
It's his first time coming out. I could see him
EC3's
being-
never known for being glorious, though.
He could be flashy.
I don't
He'd be
think.
flashy with that 1% money. I mean, come on.
He'll have Dixie Carter in his corner.
Oh my
Yo,
god.
he'll
That's
have-
definitely gonna happen.
No
Don't
connection.
put that shit out in the air, Joe.
No connection here. No connection. She just
Yo,
wants to show up.
Ricardo Rodriguez is gonna drive his limo, and he's gonna come out to Alberto Del Rio's theme song.
It's gonna-
Oh my
it's gonna
god,
be
I
Zeb-
would love
It's
the
gonna be Zeb
crap
Coulter.
out of that. That'd be so great.
Zeb Coulter is going to accompany Andrade Cien Almas to the ring.
Yo, Mex America 2.0.
You are better than Alberto Del Rio.
Oh my god. How do you think this match is gonna go, though? We're gonna get like a copy and paste situation between him and Cole, or copy and paste situation with him and Velveteen Dream?
Neither. Aleister Black has extremely different styles than both Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano.
Well, I mean, like how they faced off. I mean, between Aleister Black.
What do you mean?
Like, is the match
mean,
gonna be
against
looking more like Black and Cole and Black and Velveteen Dream, or is this gonna be something completely different because it's with Andrade Cien Almas?
It's gonna be completely different because Andrade Cien Almas has a very different style. He's more high flying, fast paced. Not even striker, like a fast paced grappler.
I mean,
with
he has a
high flying.
luchador, so
Exactly, he has much more of a luchador
I think
style.
it'll be a combination of Almas Gargano and Cole Black. I think it'll be a combination of those two.
Because Adam Cole's also like Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano are very similar in their wrestling styles. So I could see them doing a lot of magic together.
do you think this will be the match of the night?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Because usually it is the tag teams, though, for when it comes to NXT.
The tag teams have not been on point since DIY broke up, Revival left, and it was left to Authors of Pain because there was no real credible teams. That's when they had to make Sanity a face team because there was no one credible enough for Authors of Pain. You had Heavy Machinery. Street Profits are on the rise. TM61 was injured. I feel like if TM61 was not injured, the tag team division would have been a little better. I'm not a personal fan of TM61, but they could have.
I agree. I'm not a personal fan
Yeah.
either.
Plus, I think the ladder match especially will be more of a spot fest than a classic.
So that's going to be more like the War Games match than anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
No, I'm agreeing.
It was a good match for a totally different reason.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Which do you think is going to be the worst match of the night?
I think it might be Ember Moon and Baszler. Not that I don't think. I think that one's just going to be, out of all of them, that might be the most
more
boring.
one-sided.
Yeah, it's going to be more one-sided.
Because look what happened with their match at the Rumble. Baszler kind of controlled most of it and took out Ember's arm. But
And Ember got lucky.
Yeah, Ember kind of snuck out the win, so.
I'm going to put my thoughts on the tag team match. I feel like Ember and Shayna, they're good at creating great matches. I feel like something that with the triple threat for the tag team match, I feel like the only reason why I'm feeling that that'll be the worst match is I don't feel like the crowd reaction is going to be there.
I feel like it's just totally thrown together. That's the problem.
That's the thing.
Yeah, the tag team is both
It's
thrown
not
together.
the real Undisputed Era. You have an injury that screws up the Undisputed Era. Strong and Dunn are kind of put together last
That should have been
minute.
either Sanity or that should have been one of the
It
other
should have
tag teams.
been a one-on-one match.
And everyone knows
like a tag
AOP.
team.
And everyone knows AOP's gone after this.
Yeah.
So.
If Mustache Mountain did not get injured, I feel like we could have rather have seen like Mustache Mountain versus Undisputed Era for the NXT Tag Championships. I don't like the fact that it was a triple threat.
Yeah, I agree with
That's
you.
the
fact
thing.
that it's a triple threat kind of does.
Because
hurt it.
there's no story in that,
I think they're just trying to get Strong and Dunn on the card.
That's what I think. I think that's what they're
Well, I
trying
mean, they're gonna be some of the more upper guys anyway.
Yeah.
Going forward. All right, we're gonna take a quick break and then we're gonna talk about WrestleMania stuff.
Woohoo!
And we're back.
Are we?
Yes, we are.
Cool.
Now we get to talk about the other fun part of this, the WrestleMania card.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, before we talk about this, is this card good?
It's
Was this
loaded.
build good?
It's bloated.
It's loaded. but not. In a
There's
good
too
way.
many matches in my opinion.
Too many people.
That too.
Is this card built good?
No.
No. I agree. I agree
This
with
is
you.
Vince McMahon doing the same thing he did last year and saying, I want as many people on this card as possible.
And more.
If you're healthy, you get a spot on the card.
This is pretty much Vince McMahon jerking off, and then wherever his semen lands, that's the match.
Oh my
right.
god.
I think he's-
On that note, let's get on
I think he's just,
to the card.
He's just playing WWE 2K18. He just hits random and go, yep, you're in. Okay.
All right. Let's break down this card. CJ, I give it to you.
So first off, on the kickoff panel, the kickoff show, we have the 5th annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. We had the first ever women's battle royal.
With the uterus trophy.
We will talk about that. Don't spoil it. We will talk about it.
And then the third match on the kickoff show, we have for the vacant WWE Cruiserweight Championship, we have Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. Next up on the main card for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, we have the Usos defending against Harper and Rowan, the Bludgeon Brothers, and the New Day. For the Raw Tag Team Championship, we have The Bar, Cesaro and Sheamus defending against Braun Strowman and a mystery partner. Following that up, we have the United States Championship match defended in a fatal four-way. Randy Orton versus Rusev, accompanied by Aiden English, versus Bobby Roode, versus Jinder Mahal, with one of the Singh brothers accompanying him. I do not know which is which. For the Intercontinental Championship, we have The Miz defending against Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. We also have the debut of Ronda Rousey teaming up with Kurt Angle versus Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, as well as the return of Daniel Bryan teaming up with Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. We also, I think I got most of them.
No, you're missing one.
Hold on. I know I'm missing 2 and 3.
Did you mention the SmackDown?
I did mention most.
The Raw Women's Championship.
Oh, and then for the Raw Women's Championship, we have Alexa Bliss defending against Nia Jax, and for the SmackDown Women's Championship match, we have Charlotte defending against Asuka. And then also we have potentially John Cena versus Undertaker, and then the 2 main events, SmackDown, we have the WWE Championship defended by AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura, and in the Raw side, we had the Universal Championship being defended by Brock Lesnar, accompanied by Paul Heyman, defending against Roman Reigns.
You want some oxygen after that? I told you this car's huge.
And you mentioned the SmackDown tag teams, correct?
That was the very first thing I mentioned.
Okay,
I forgot the women for a second. I'm like, there's another division I'm missing.
This card is pretty contrived and pretty inflated.
Holy fuck, WWE! Did you just have a hard-on for everyone, and you're just like,
you might as well just separate this into 2 separate days at this point, because there's just there's too much wrestling to go on for one day.
There's too many fucking championships.
This was the WrestleMania 2000 card where everything was a multi-man match.
Oh man.
There's, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 singles matches on this card.
4 in the main, and then
the one
5 on the one on the pre-show. Because you have
and then everything else is a multi-man. Wow.
Yes.
Oh, good. A new video just came out that shows Conor McGregor being brought out by the NYPD in handcuffs.
Oh my god. Great.
It's whatchamacallit. The one thing I did want to mention though, the Bar and versus Strowman and his mystery partner are they're a singles match. They're they're just one-on-one.
Shut
one
up.
Team versus one team.
Shut up. All right. Let's start with the Battle Royals first.
Yeah.
God.
So the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, fifth. It is the 5th one in its inception. A lot of people are pegging Baron Corbin to be a favorite. Dolph Ziggler, considering their positions in in Fastlane earlier this year.
Repeat that Mojo Rawley win, sucker, 2 years in a row.
Yo, Rob Gronkowski though.
Jared's not here. We're not gonna do that.
No, we're not. He said something in the group chat, though.
Yeah, he said he's gonna send in his predictions later this week.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll probably announce that on our social media. So
yeah.
Sorry.
And then we'll compare, I guess, at some point how he stacked up.
Yeah, we'll officially do it probably next week.
Yes. Yeah. So who do you have?
I picked Matt Hardy.
Why is that?
I don't know. I think after the greatness that was the Ultimate Deletion, and the fact that he's a little bit over. I'm not going to say he's completely over, but he's over enough to be entertaining that it would just make sense.
He's not as over as he was when the Woken character first showed up, because everyone was anticipating it, but he's still got some power.
Like, I think it got back now because of Ultimate Deletion.
Yeah.
This might be a chance that we'll see whatever character gimmick that Bray Wyatt comes back as. We might. I don't know.
We might see Brother Nero.
We might see Brother Nero. That's true. It'd be very interesting if I saw what's his name? Senator Benjamin. I think it'd be pretty hysterical if we saw that.
So I know TNA had the rights to Broken Matt Hardy, but did they have the rights to Brother Nero?
They got everything. They got everything.
WWE got everything back.
Because it's just weird that they
Matt Hardy.
I would say that would be weird if they had the rights to Brother Nero, because that's just Jeff's middle name.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, what would he be, like Hermano Nero? Like,
or Brother Zero.
The obsolete mule.
No, that's Michael Cole.
Oh, and I after this podcast, I have to show you a game that we might have to do at some point.
Oh, good.
But
not now.
I think I'm gonna agree with Jimmy on this one. I feel like Woken Matt Hardy will be will probably be the best pick for the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal because he's been the only one that's truly been campaigning for it. Like, he's really the one that's making this match a bigger deal. And I could see him having Senior Benjamin come up and take someone out, or Brother Nero making his return to come back, and then...
I think it'd be funny if Rebby Sky just lets King Maxo go into the ring and then try to see if he can take one of these people out. I think it'd be really funny.
Oh, man, Kurt Hawkins goes to battle King Maxo. King Maxo hits his knee, and then he just...
I think he's gonna have like a neck brace or something after getting pummeled through a wall by Braun Strowman.
Pick me, Braun!
Yeah, what's
your
your win-loss record? Here's your big break. And through the wall. Mike, thank you, Braun, for doing what we all were thinking.
But I'm going to go with Woken Matt Hardy. I feel like he's the most logical choice.
I mean, what Joe has also is pretty logical
Yeah.
as well, so
I'm going
go on,
with
my friend.
The surprise entrant, and I had two names that I was wrestling with for this and Braun's
Haha, wrestling.
But I'll go more into that when we talk about the tag team title match. But I'm going with Samoa Joe.
Why?
Because A, he is ready to come off the shelf any day now. He is healthy as far as what we've been hearing. And the feud that I've been hearing is Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe after WrestleMania for the Universal Championship. So I think that the best way to kind of springboard him off the injured list and give him kind of a big win before he takes on Roman is to have him come back and win this Battle Royal. And
because everyone who wins this Battle Royal gets springboarded right to the main event spot. Baron Corbin, Roadshow Rawling.
But also, I feel like it would make the match mean more if you see Samoa Joe.
I agree with you on that. It would probably help make it mean more.
And I know CJ said to me before, it's on the pre-show, and you don't want to waste Joe's return there, but it's the WrestleMania pre-show.
No one's going to fucking watch it.
It's the most
WrestleMania
watched
pre-show.
It's the most watched
I know for a
pre-show.
fact that I'm going to have off on Sunday, and I'm probably going to be cleaning up my house, making it look nice, and getting a whole bunch of food. And if any of you guys want to come over, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, I think I'm stuck working. Hopefully, they let me go before the show starts. But this is the most watched pre-show, I think.
You should come by.
Yeah, it's definitely I mean, just bring either chips or a drink, and then you're more than welcome to come over.
You have a condition. You work at ShopRite. You could bring, like, chips and soda.
I could bring half the aisle, but yeah. So I'm going with Joe. I think he makes his return, and I think he gets a nice little feather in the cap before
I think
that's fair enough.
losing to Reigns.
There's two things I can see with Joe. I could either see Joe returning on Raw. Well, actually, three things. Yes, I can see him winning the Battle Royal. I can also see Joe returning on Raw and attacking Roman Reigns. Or I can see Seth Rollins attacking Roman Reigns, and then Joe goes to SmackDown.
Or Rollins goes to SmackDown.
I think Rollins is going to SmackDown.
Rollins should go to SmackDown.
Well, we'll definitely talk about it when we get there. Let's talk about the Women's Battle Royal, which... hold on, before we even get into the match itself, let's talk about the goddamn elephant in the room and the trophy.
God.
What is the trophy?
You never saw the picture?
No.
It looks dead on, not kidding, not making this up, looks exactly like a uterus.
Hold on, I'm looking up for you.
I don't know why they picked this. Vince McMahon was probably like, it would be really nice.
It's the biggest rib in the history.
It has to be. They probably had an original one looking just like Andre's with
Moolah.
With Moolah on it, and they're like, no, we gotta scrap
There you
it.
go, CJ.
What's the biggest?
What the fuck?
that is a...
It is such a rib. Oh my god.
It's got fallopian tubes and everything.
Hey, you guys didn't want Moolah. This is what you're getting now. Good job.
They couldn't have made it the Sherry Battle Royal.
No, I would have said Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
why didn't they make
too.
the Miss Elizabeth? It would have made so much sense.
Or, who's Harvey Whippleman? Yeah, him.
Hervina?
Harvina?
Santina?
The Trish Stratus Memorial Battle Royal. I'm still alive, you shits.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's because they can't have Mae Young on everything. That's the only reason why
the reason why is because they can't put Mae Young on everything.
Linda McMahon Memorial Battle Royal.
She might as well be Memorial. She's in the Trump White House.
The Linda McMahon
By the way,
Senate run.
as quiet as you could possibly be, nothing bad coming from her end. Don't know why that's a thing.
Because Linda's actually a queen.
The Linda McMahon Senate run Memorial Battle Royal.
Wait. Thank you, Matt. Thank you.
Stand up for WWE Battle Royal.
Oh my god. Hold on. No, I had to let that one go on for a little too long. Oh, that was such a good joke. Oh my god. Anyway, let's go with who we're predicting.
Yo, Becky fucking needs something.
Yeah, she kind of does. I feel like
Like Bailey won at WrestleMania. Charlotte's the fucking queen. Banks is known for the no title reign defenses. You know, Becky needs something.
Besides being the first SmackDown Women's Champion.
Who fucking cares?
And wouldn't she?
Well, I mean, it will care when Asuka wins it. Apparently, that won't matter.
Was she the first or second entrant in the Women's Royal Rumble?
She was the second.
I mean, she was. So they were both in it for the same amount of time.
She was one of the beginning entrants of the Women's Royal Rumble.
But Sasha Banks was the Iron Woman. Becky Lynch got eliminated.
Bailey.
No, it was Sasha. Sasha made it to Final Four.
Well, I was talking about Iron Woman, like being in the first.
I'm talking about Royal
match.
Rumble.
Well, yeah, Sasha was also in the first Women's Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, like what does Becky got? Straight fire. That's all she got. She needs.
Also,
that's all she need.
Also, as soon as all the 4 horsewomen go back onto Raw, which I assuming is going to happen after this.
Right, because there's only one left. There's 2 left, and I don't think Charlotte's going to Raw yet, but I can see Becky going.
I feel like Becky's going to be going, and then she's going to face off against whoever's going to win the Raw Women's Championship. We'll get there.
I think Becky needs the. I think Becky needs a trade.
I agree with you. She definitely needs something to, put on the little stat things that they always have on SmackDown, and this one will probably be pretty good.
Yeah. Joe.
Hopefully this leads to something, but you have something interesting, my friend.
Part of it was to be different, but also I'm using a similar logic that I used for the Joe win, and I'm picking Sasha Banks. Because I think they're setting up for Sasha and Bailey to be a feud, and I think Bailey will be one of the last women standing. Sasha will eliminate her, probably in some controversial fashion, and Sasha will win the match, and Bailey can be jealous, and they'll kickstart their feud with it.
All right.
In the Royal Rumble.
They did that already. I mean, I do think it would happen again, and it would be pretty good.
In the Royal Rumble, the reason why I did not have Sasha Banks in the Final Four, because I wanted her to eliminate Bailey, and then Bailey to come back and eliminate Sasha.
Yeah, but that didn't happen.
But Bailey is the huggable babyface that never gets the first shot.
Bailey needs to grow some balls and beat the fuck out of Sasha Banks.
Yeah, she doesn't get the first shot. She only responds. So she won't take the first shot and eliminate Sasha at Mania. Sasha eliminates her.
I think Sasha will eliminate Bailey, and Bailey will come back in, and she'll eliminate Sasha.
Till she realizes they're the last 2 left, and it doesn't matter anyway because Sasha still wins.
No. Either that, or they both eliminate each other. Like MVP did to Miz in 2010.
Yeah. I see why you guys are going with Becky, but I'm just...
I see your point.
I'm using the kind of logic that WWE almost never uses for WrestleMania time. So,
but that's the problem, though. Like, we can't be using the logic that WWE won't be using because they're never gonna do it.
I want my fucking championship.
No, it's the same reason why AJ Styles didn't win in his debut Mania.
Yeah, because Chris Jericho hasn't won a match since WrestleMania 26. That was 6 WrestleManias ago.
Hey, Shane McMahon hasn't won a WrestleMania match since WrestleMania 17.
I forgot about that.
Damn.
I was thinking WrestleMania 15.
Well, he beat the crap out of Vince at 17.
Oh yeah, because Linda McMahon kicked Vince in the balls.
So he put AJ
balls.
over. He put Undertaker over.
That's a bit of a stretch to putting Undertaker over. Let's move on to the next match. Probably the spottiest match on the card.
I'm not excited for it.
I think it'll be good.
It wasn't Gargano Ciampa.
No, that would have been so good.
I feel like this now proves that WWE has learned absolutely nothing from Neville walking out last year, because the Cruiserweight title match is still on the pre-show.
Hey, but it's not being fought with if they put it on the WWE DVD, then we're good.
Which they probably won't. We'll see what happens.
It's the pre-show. It's gonna happen again, and Neville's gonna be like, "I'm not coming back to your company. You learned nothing."
That's it. I'm going to Japan. I'm going to join Bullet Club. That's it.
I thought we were going to have him join Okada.
I'm going to Impact Wrestling.
Going to Impact Wrestling. The X Division's better anyway.
What's Pac doing in the Impact Zone?
It's Adrian. Oh, my God.
It's Adrian Longbottom.
It's Adrian Pac. Of course it is. Why the hell not?
Why not?
No, it'd be more like...
I shall be the king of the X Division.
It's Denzel Whitaker or something like that. Just something totally out of left field. Like Aaron Rex.
Well, I mean, his real name is Aaron Stevens, Damien Sandows.
I like Idol
Rex
Stevens.
White. Yeah, Idol Stevens is better. But I think we all have the same person. 1, 2, 3.
Bacon.
Alexander.
Just like I said, probably in the first time I was on this show. Cedric Alexander needs this. This is what we've been building to. Give Cedric the championship. Friggin' Enzo gets sick, then he gets fired, and every time Cedric wants to get that title, he friggin' loses it. He friggin' can't get the shot.
I have a question.
Yes.
Who is the logical competitor after Cedric wins the title?
If somehow WWE worked it out with Neville, I would honestly assume it would be Neville.
I could see Johnny Gargano,
I could see
too.
Neville do it. I could see Johnny Gargano as well.
I see TJP.
TJP, yeah.
Would be a solid choice.
Rich Swann.
Oh my God, I can't believe you said that.
Lindsay Dorado?
Who else is part of the Cruiserweight division?
Buddy Murphy.
Jack Gallagher.
Buddy Murphy, he's...
Oh, yeah,
200s.
Buddy Murphy. I can see Buddy Murphy.
They had a pretty stellar match, Buddy Murphy and, what was it, Kalisto, I think?
Kalisto.
I think
Kalisto
they had a really
contender,
good
too.
match on this past 205 Live, I've heard.
I want to see it. I just... Yeah, that.
So Buddy Murphy would be I think it would be a pretty intense foil.
James Ellsworth?
No, they're not going to get... He's like a tag team champion with Gilbert, I think.
No, he's the intergender champion.
Becky Lynch. She's under 205. She can
No.
do it.
What if we get Cedric Alexander versus Alicia Fox?
Oh, God. Well, she's probably...
Wait, where's
better than
Noam Dar?
I don't know. No,
Is he injured?
he just dropped off the face
I
of the air.
think he's injured.
Apparently breaking up with Alicia Fox killed his career.
Oh my God.
That sucks.
Maybe dating Alicia Fox killed his career.
What if Kota's still with Japan?
Yeah, Kota's in Japan. He's having
Cause
romance with
Kenny Omega.
Kenny
I was
Omega.
about to say, have Kota come back and then have him versus Cedric Alexander.
Bring back Tajiri, you know.
I'm
Screw it. If we're bringing back relics from the Cruiserweight division, go get Jushin Thunder Liger back.
Yo.
Rey Mysterio, as soon as his injury is better, I think like he would be pretty awesome.
I think he would have been on this card if he was healthy.
If he was healthy, absolutely.
He'd either be Braun's mystery partner or he'd be in the Battle Royal.
Or
Absolutely.
he'd be John Cena's opponent.
That would be really good.
He's facing Mark.
What if we have Cedric Alexander versus the man that fights for his dreams,
Ultimo
Daniel
Dragon.
Bryan?
Ultimo Dragon. It
I
has to go better than
think
his first
if
run.
that match happens, the cruiserweight division would be really in a good place at that point.
Yeah, but
it's not going to, but it would be a
That's
really
where Daniel
good place.
Bryan's career will go
I
to
feel like
die.
that's a friggin' step down and a half. You go from like one of SmackDown Live's biggest matches at WrestleMania to 205 Live.
Well, unless he's actually the missing component that we've been wanting for the 205 division.
We thought that'd be Enzo Amore, and look what happened.
I mean, it was on the precipice. It was just
he got
until
sloppy, soft and sloppy.
I mean, it was on the precipice of that until what happened.
No,
So-
it just
Dude,
died.
Big Cass is bringing him back. Watch it.
Oh my God, but we'll get
you
to
know what
that.
we need? We need someone really thin, but like 6'4" in the cruiserweight division. Like him being like 200 pounds.
Hey, Samoa Joe is TNA X Division champion.
I don't
so-
think that rule applies to 205 Live.
We can always get Christopher Daniels,
Or Kazarian.
or Shark
We get
Boy.
we could get ZSJ.
Who?
Amazing Red.
Well, Amazing Red, yeah, that'd be a good
Oh,
one.
man.
ZSJ, Zack Sabre Jr. We could get him.
We're not even going.
Matt
in-
Riddle.
That's
we could
how
get Matt Riddle.
That's how bad the cruiserweight division right now.
Well, because we're throwing out names that aren't even employed by the company at this point.
Yeah, because honestly, the cruiserweight division should be traded just like the UK Championship and be going on different shows and stuff like that.
Bring back Daphne. She was a WCW Cruiserweight champion.
All right. All right, let's move on to the next match. We have Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship.
Yo, Jax is gonna motherfucking kill Alexa Bliss.
This might last 30
This
seconds.
story is the only one that I think was built pretty well.
Really? I figured a lot of other stories
Yeah,
were built
probably.
better.
Yeah,
This
well,
is one of the better ones that were built.
yeah, built up so that a friggin' anti-bullying group can get in there. You notice how we haven't seen that Be a Star campaign in a while? Because, they're not being stars with this one. So much fat shaming, it's making me proud of myself.
Oh my God. But
Stop blubbering, Joe.
But we're all agreeing that Nia Jax is gonna win.
It could be in under a minute.
Could be under a minute. Oh my God.
The thing
I'm not
is-
gonna totally bury
The
Alexa on this. God.
But this card is so bloated, they're gonna have to make some matches small, and there's no realistic way Alexa Bliss is gonna last 20 minutes against a pissed off Nia Jax.
I'm just gonna say like
Um,
5 minutes.
Unless Nia beats
5
the crap
minutes,
out of
8
Mickey
minutes,
for 15
not a
of them.
minute.
Nia Jax's walk to the ring will be longer than the match.
Oh my God! Don't say that.
Well, it could be 20 minutes if Nia wrecks Mickey James for 15 of them.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, now we got that one out of the way. Let's get down to probably the women's match we're all more excited about, unfortunately. Charlotte versus Asuka for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
We don't know where it's going afterwards, but we were excited about it now.
1, 2, 3.
Asuka! No one is ready for Asuka.
The fuck are you, Schwarzenegger?
I thought that was Rusev.
I had the
Sounded like
scariest
Rusev to
dream
me.
last night. That I was
Here we go.
I was sleeping.
Oh, give me one of those
So,
cookies over there.
So I'm watching the show, and then I see the bell rings, and I see Asuka on the outside of the ring. I'm like, what the fuck? And I see Charlotte winning in WrestleMania by count out and retaining the SmackDown Women's Championship. And then everyone in the locker room cheering on Charlotte for defeating Asuka. And then Carmella comes out and wins the championship. And Asuka is just gone after that. And I'm like, no! So I'm really scared. I'm really hoping there's no fucking cash.
You know what the problem with that is? That could actually happen.
Swear to fucking God, don't say that!
Oh my god. I don't want it to ever happen.
I don't want that to happen either.
I guess you failed cashing.
I can't.
I don't want that happening though for the first Money in the Bank winner for the
She
women.
needs to fucking go to Raw.
But didn't we establish that she can't cash it in on a Raw champion?
Yo, co-branded pay-per-views don't means everything is fucking fair game now.
So that means after Nia Jax beats the crap out of Alexa, she's gonna go for that and then fail.
Or Carmella can pull a Seth Rollins and pin Alexa.
That's a good point.
Well, I
that
can
could
usually
happen.
just see Carmel running in with the briefcase saying, I'm cashing in. Ding, ding, ding. Asuka kicks her on the head. It's over.
I don't want that happening either, though. Like, trust me, what CJ said would absolutely devastate the entire night. I'm just saying that what you just described right there was just as terrible.
But also probably just as likely.
But also just probably likely. Oh, God, that's just... I don't even want to think about it, but...
Yeah, like I said, we don't know where this match is going afterwards, but we were excited for what happens during the match.
Yes, it's gonna be freaking great. Nobody is ready for Asuka.
I mean, considering what happened at the Mixed Match Challenge, I mean,
Yo,
your possibility could happen.
swear to fucking God, it better not.
Also, we were completely wrong on those guesses for Mixed
Oh
Match
yeah,
Challenge.
I was thinking Braun and Alexa, and Asuka became a real threat.
Well, I figured they weren't going to have the streak end in something like that.
No, I know, but I figured, like, Miz would take the pin, because technically Asuka didn't lose, so I don't...
No, but she lost the match, remember.
But in singles matches,
Yeah,
she
but
technically didn't
Michael
lose.
Cole said down Raw, he's like, oh, if they lose this tag team match, then Asuka loses her streak.
Yo.
I'm like, why? Dana Brooke can't be trusted with something like that.
Dude, you want to know how funny this is? It was freaking, what was it? It was on SmackDown, and Charlotte and Asuka were in the same ring. And Byron Sexton goes, oh my God, guys, this is it. This is going to be the last time these two will be in the same ring.
No, it's
before
not, Byron.
No,
Stop lying.
No, then Corey yelled at him. He's like, no, they're going to be in the same ring 2 hours later in the Mixed Match Challenge. Get your back straight, Byron. And he just screams at him.
Yeah,
like, just
he like
blows
called him he called him like a derelict or something like that. It's like, that's not what a derelict is.
Well, how about friggin' when they had the Battle Royal on Raw for the Tag Team Championship, the one that Strowman won, and Coachman goes, Rhino can still win this match. And Cole's like, he got eliminated 10 minutes ago. And he's like, oh.
Never
like,
bet
oh my
against
God.
Strowman. I swear to God, I thought you were going to go for the Battle Royal that happened in NXT between Asuka and Eve Marie. And,
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Don't worry about that.
The one thing we'll never talk about again.
Didn't Carmella win that?
Yes, but she got...
Yeah, I know. Asuka lost.
But Asuka got eliminated by Eve
We
Marie.
also don't talk about the fact that Braun Strowman debuted with shit-stained pants. You would get these hands. Dude, just change pants, please.
All right. Let's move on to probably the most fun match we'll probably enjoy.
Get these hands.
Yo, hey, Jimmy. Fuck you. I was right. Braun Strowman is a thing.
Hold on, we'll talk about that in a second. Let me just... The Bar will face Braun Strowman and a mystery partner for the Raw Tag Team Championships. I have to say, the Braun Strowman thing that happened on Monday Night Raw was the best thing that ever happened.
That was gold.
I swear to God, Braun Strowman's listening to this, heard what you said about it, and just made it happen.
Yeah,
it was the greatest thing in the world.
For all of you listeners who didn't hear last week, I was making jokes and stuff about who would be Braun Strowman's partner, and I'm still sticking with Bray Wyatt as Braun Strowman's partner, because I just feel like there's a built-in story with that, and it's just going to be freaking great, and be a great way to reintroduce a newly repackaged Bray Wyatt
As Husky Harris.
But I wanted a repackage of him as Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman's little brother.
God.
And then it happened on Raw, and I am a genius.
Well, Braun
it kind
Strowman
of
came out as Braun Strowman, not a...
But it was still
And then you
my
get the-
idea.
And then we get Corey Graves commentary. Wait a minute, that's not Braun, it's Braun!
Oh my god!
I can just see at WrestleMania being like, in the locker room, you see Husky Harris like, hey, man, what's up? But Bray, you all right? Who's Bray? I'm Husky Harris, man. How you doing?
I'm a tank with a Ferrari.
And he's wearing like the new Nexus logo armband and shirt. And it's like, yeah, where's the new Nexus, bro? Like,
You
why-
think where I can find CM Punk? That's a loaded question. Where's Wade Barrett? Oh, he's gone too.
Darren Young came out of the closet. Knew it.
Michael Tarver?
Hey, McGillicuddy!
Hey, Heath, you're still here?
Hey, McGillicuddy, how's it going? It's
My
Curtis
name-
Axel now.
My name's Curtis. What are you talking about, bro?
Where's David Otunga? He's on the pre-show panel.
Oh my god. All right. But I think we're all in agreement that Strowman's going to be winning this.
It's just
Yeah.
a matter of who his partner's gonna be.
And
I-
you're sticking with Bray Wyatt.
I'm sticking with Bray Wyatt.
I think you're a little insane on that.
I think you guys are stupid.
No, you're forgetting that there's a possibility that it could be Sister Abigail. That's coming back, and not necessarily Husky Harris. So there's that going for you.
And y'all say I have a bad idea quota.
How does it?
This was the name. I was between Big Cass and Samoa Joe for the return entrant that wins the Andre Battle Royal. And I picked Joe for the Battle Royal, so I'm saying Strowman, and his tag team partner, who is 7 foot tall, and you can't teach how to win championships, because Braun Strowman will do what Enzo could never do, and win Big Cass' title.
I had a hard time with this one. Initially, I had James Ellsworth. But then I was like, you know what? No, I got to pick with someone that's actually going to be here at WrestleMania, and I went with Big Cass as well.
Initially, I picked Elias, but...
Like, Elias wasn't a bad choice. It's just, I don't see that necessarily happening.
He's just a choice.
He's just going to have a...
I think with
a
Big
musical
Cass, we would have
performance.
like a repeat and a new version of Big Show and Kane, or...
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Or it's
though.
going to be Braun and Big Show.
I want Big Cass to be challenging for mid-card titles. I don't want Samoa Joe to be challenging for top heavyweight titles. I don't think they should be in the tag team division. I think that...
I don't want Braun Strowman being in the tag team division,
Well,
but
you're-
guess what? We're getting that match now!
Well, CJ, you didn't want Braun versus Miz for the Intercontinental title. You got this.
Which,
What
by
do
the
you
way,
mean?
it's building up a lot better than we thought it was going to be
And
built up.
honestly,
I honestly think that it's going to be
it's
Strowman
making the
Wyatt.
bar look weak as all hell, but...
Oh, yeah.
Well, they kind of have to, though. I mean, Sheamus is, I think, still working hurt.
I'm
And
pretty
we have
sure-
honestly no idea if he's going to be retiring, because we've been having this back and forth for, like, the past 4 months that we've talked about this.
Yeah.
Honestly, I could be Braun Strowman's tag team partner and probably win that match.
I think anyone, even a woman or a child
What if
or
it's
baby,
King Maxwell?
or even King Axel. King Axel could be his tag team
It's
partner.
going to be Hornswoggle.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. It's Hornswoggle McMahon.
No. It's going to be Hornswoggle, but he's dressed up as a mini Braun Strowman,
Oh.
coming out to a Hornswoggle-esque version of Braun Strowman's theme song. It's going to be funny, but I don't want that happening either.
He's going to be coming in the ring on a freaking tricycle.
Horn Strowman.
Exactly.
Or Braun Swoggle.
No,
Braun
it's-
Swoggle.
now-
Braun Swoggle.
now
There
I
we
got
go.
it. It's going to be... Here, let's think. It's going to be Bailey. He's like, you've seen Braun and Brains. Here's Beauty Strowman. Yes!
I know I made a joke.
It's Beauty and the Beast.
I made a joke, and you know what? It would still be really nice that this happened. But I would have liked Braun Strowman's mystery partner to be Alexa Bliss.
Well, they almost made out after the Mixed Match Challenge, so...
I just feel like it would just be a great story from the Mixed Match Challenge, and I feel like Braun Strowman could realistically win the tag team championships without a partner.
It'll be good because Alexa and Nia might go on before that, and Alexa might still be unconscious by the time Braun's match
Exactly.
happens.
I got a tag team partner, guys. She's a little tired right now, but she'll wake up as soon as I win.
And
Just
then
lays on
Alexa
the
gets
apron.
the pin. Like she pins Sheamus. Yes, I think that would be great.
Well, if Alexa's unconscious, then it's a good thing that Braun's our partner, not Enzo.
Oh my God.
Bro! We have an R rating. I don't know how
We don't
far.
have an R rating. We have E rating. It's a little different.
I don't know how far we could go with that.
Yeah, let's calm it down with that. That's the line you cross it when. Well, we're not gonna block you, but like Restrain yourself. We're
moving
reeling you in. We're reeling you in.
They
All right.
say I had all the cookies.
Oh my god.
Listen, CJ.
All right, let's move on to the next thing before we lose topic. We have the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match between the Bludgeon Brothers, the Usos, and the New Day.
Why the fuck you say Usos?
Because as much as I want the Bludgeon Brothers to get a victory, I don't necessarily think it's gonna be at Mania.
Well, you're stupid. It's gonna be Bludgeon Brothers.
No, because I think AOP is gonna debut at SmackDown, and what better way to introduce them by taking down the champs?
I'm gonna say they go to Raw.
Boom.
Raw.
No, I think Sanity's gonna go to Raw because they
I don't
need.
think
No, because Raw's the show where you have all the crazy things happen. Case in point is Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
And then you put in a new kind of like crazy faction, which is the Sanity at this point.
I also think Kevin
Into
and
there.
Sammy are going to Raw.
I think they're gonna go to Raw.
I think
too.
one of them's going to Raw,
I think
but
they're
that's a
both
different.
gonna go to Raw because if we'll get to that in a second. But the thing is with Sanity, I want them to feud with the Lacey Evans before they get called up. I want them to feud with the Lacey Evans stable, consisting of Lacey Evans, Wesley Blake, Steve Cutler, and Gunner of TNA. I want that feud and Sanity to put them over, and then they go because it's just a perfect 3 men, 1 woman versus 3 men, 1 woman, and I feel like that'd just be great television ratings for NXT, and it would lead to a really solid takeover match, and then they get called up. I don't want them to get called up right away.
Okay, I see your point.
But I can see them going to SmackDown because they need stronger characters / workers. AOP is just
They're great workers, which is what SmackDown is basically known for. Is
Yes.
having the best workers.
I think AOP
And I think-
needs to
I
boost the
think
tag
that's why
team
Seth
division.
Rollins fits in there.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of Seth Rollins.
Oh wait, but
you were. Yeah, go ahead.
Bludgeon Brothers.
Bludgeon Brothers.
Bludgeon Brothers.
I mean, you guys were criticizing me for picking the Usos, so that's
Yeah.
why everyone figured they picked the Bludgeon Brothers.
But we just gotta rolling. Bludgeon Brothers.
What's up is down and world ending or something. I don't know.
Exact. But
Pain,
also,
death.
It's hammer time.
No.
this is also why I think Bray Wyatt is going to debut on SmackDown again. Because they're going to try to rebuild the Wyatt family from the ground up.
No,
on the SmackDown
Bludgeon
side.
Brothers are too over. I want
They're not too over. What are you talking about?
Bludgeon Brothers are way more over than Bray Wyatt right now.
That part's true, but they're not over.
A lot of things are more over than Bray Wyatt right now.
You know what's more over than Bray Wyatt? The list.
Well, unfortunately, Chris Jericho has a concert schedule for way across the country, the same day as Mania. So
we'll see. I mean, that's not the craziest thing.
maybe he'll interrupt the Elias' musical performance.
No, actually,
hop on a private jet and just go to
Chris
his
Jericho
concert.
has a viewing party going on for WrestleMania that time.
Doesn't mean he has to be there.
That is true. He does mean he doesn't have
But
to
it's
be
for his whole. I don't know. I feel like someone would notice if Chris Jericho left, and then they would tweet it out and spoil the whole thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Chris Jericho.
Unless he does like a whole club thing where everyone has to put their phones in like a little lock thing, because they do that for like comedy shows and stuff like that.
Oh,
But
I don't know. But yeah.
But retreating back to what I said before in Seth Rollins, the IC match between The Miz, Finn Balor, and Seth Rollins. I understand your guys' picks. I think mine just has a little bit of a better story. But go on.
I want Finn Balor to win. I think that he missed WrestleMania last year.
That's
he
correct.
was a Universal Champion.
That is correct.
But he lost it in less than 24 hours.
But due to an injury, he didn't.
Finn Balor needs something. It's the same argument with Becky. He needs something. Seth Rollins is at the top of his game. He's at the top of the card consistently and stuff. And then you have Finn Balor, who fucking feuded with Sister Abigail.
But didn't happen.
But
He
feuded.
didn't even have a blow off to it.
But it happened.
It might have happened.
It happened.
I think we were all just dreaming.
I'm pretty sure we all dreamt that, and it just never happened.
And you know what else? He was just like a fucking pumpkin. He was going Nightmare Before Christmas, pre-Jack Skellington Pumpkin King bullshit. So I'm pretty sure Finn Balor deserves the Intercontinental fucking Championship. And then Miz can go to SmackDown, win the WWE Championship against Nakamura, and then he versus Bryan at WrestleMania 35.
Joe?
I'm taking Balor as well. I think Rollins goes to SmackDown, and I think since Miz just had a child and showed up for work 3 days later, I think he's kind of earned some time at home with his just lovely wife, Maurice.
And Monroe Sky.
Yeah,
Monroe Sky, which we forgot to mention.
Which sounds like a really bad
last week.
Which sounds like a really bad name for a women's basketball player, but Monroe Sky. But, I'm going with Finn Balor.
Monroe Sky Mizani.
That's cute.
MSM.
Yeah.
At least it's not BDSM.
But yeah, so Finn Balor, and I think Miz is gonna fade away. Maybe he'll get a few weeks off, and then
I think he deserves a couple
go to
months.
SmackDown, and then we go from there.
I do believe that would be on SmackDown as well. My thing is that he's gonna maintain the championship, and then the titles are gonna switch over from the U.S. Championship is gonna switch over with the IC one, and
So what are they gonna do? Play fucking hot potato with this shit at this point?
yes, because that's what they did last year with the other hot potato. So,
I'm not okay with that.
I mean, one championship is just gonna go back to SmackDown, the other one's gonna go back to Raw.
They just want everyone to be a Grand Slam champion at this point.
But at that point, then because Seth Rollins is on SmackDown, then he's gonna win the IC championship. I just don't know. It's not gonna be WrestleMania. I know that. I'm just saying, it's gonna the IC championship is definitely gonna be on SmackDown. That's all I'm saying.
No. No.
Okay, I got it.
So,
But there is a built-in story that The Miz is definitely going to SmackDown after this.
yes, and I think
Because he's definitely going to win the championship. I think it's going to be around Survivor Series.
that's what I said. Yeah, he's
And
gonna
then-
defeat Shinsuke Nakamura, and then Bryan's gonna win the Royal Rumble.
Yes, and then we'll have a fantastic WrestleMania.
We'll finally have the thing we've been wishing for
Let's
2
just
years.
pray that Daniel Bryan can stay incident-free for that whole year.
Don't put that out. Don't put that in the world, man. Don't put that out there. No, we're good. It's the curtain's soundproof.
Oh, okay. Joe!
I'm just saying,
Joe, you're an
I'm
ass.
taking this one Big Four pay-per-view at a time.
Fair enough.
Asshole.
Anyway, let's move on to probably one that I think we're all gonna secretly love, which is the Fatal 4-Way between Rusev, Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, and Jinder Mahal for the U.S. Championship. 1, 2, 3.
Aiden English.
Rusev.
It's Rusev Day.
Thank you, Aiden.
I'm picking Rusev with my head, not my heart.
I'm picking Rusev with
With
my
both.
bank account.
If I was picking with my heart, I'd be picking Bobby Roode.
Here's the thing. Rusev has so much fucking merch selling right now. And here's the thing. He was putting in his request for his release, too. So they put him in here instead. So they keep him.
I mean, he's a very loyal person. I'm gonna give it to that. So I find that just a little hard to believe that he would put in his release, but I would say he was definitely disgruntled
Yeah.
because he's been over for God knows how long now.
Yeah.
And
With handsome Rusev, and then
but handsome Rusev before he got injured, and then he got injured, and then when he came back, then started to do the whole Rusev Day. God, Rusev needs something.
he can honestly.
We're gonna get the tank back. I heard that we're gonna get the tank back.
I want Aiden English to lead a choir singing Rusev Day and then have the tank.
I think that would be amazing.
And then have him do the Queen wave where he's like,
I could see Rusev turning face right after this.
I think
Absolutely
it's going to
too.
be the thing that'll turn him face. Before this, though, I was pegging Orton to win the championship.
I wasn't on the sole fact that Orton after Mania is going away.
They literally just gave him this to be a Grand Slam champion.
Really?
yeah,
He's
they
going
gave it
away
to-
where?
He's on vacation, I guess. They're giving him some time off.
What a
Yeah.
bitch.
I mean, at this point, he's been with the company, what, almost over 10 years?
The man's had at least 4 concussions and like 10 shoulder surgeries for this company, so I
He's-
think he's earned it.
He's had a lot of world titles.
But-
He's still the youngest world champion ever.
But who did he put over?
He went through the House of Horrors match.
He went to the House of Horrors match. He was,
He got screwed. He put Jinder Mahal over.
I don't think
3
any
times.
No, AJ put Jinder Mahal over.
Randy Orton put Jinder Mahal over.
one of them was with the Great Khali involved. Like,
Randy had to literally sit there and
in a
fumble with
Punjabi
himself.
prison match.
He had to sit there and fumble with himself for 10 minutes because it took Great Khali a year and a half to get down to the friggin' ring.
It's just, I mean,
Bobby needs to be heel. Orton needs to leave. Jinder Mahal, I don't know what the fuck you need to do with him.
Leave. Release him.
no, he doesn't need to leave. I think he
Put
would
him
be a
back in
better,
NXT.
he'd be a better foil against whoever, well, going on to Raw. That's my
Let
belief.
him put over Drew McIntyre on the main roster.
Yes, exactly. Bring back 3MB. Let's
3MB
just do that.
feud.
Just do that.
Slater and Rhino break up. Slater goes to SmackDown. 3MB's back.
That works.
That works. All right, the next one. Oh boy, this match.
It's a doozy.
By the way,
such a doozy.
I'm gonna let the viewers know that at this point we all have the same fucking people.
Yeah, but except we all picked amazing teams to call him by.
Yes, but
So-
like for the next 5 matches, we all picked the same people.
That's why I had to pick different people for the freaking battle royals.
Yeah.
I had to be different.
So, the next match is Kurt Angle and Rowdy Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon.
All right, so we're gonna go from left to right and say our team names. We're gonna start with Jimmy.
Okay, mine is the simple classic Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey.
Mine is Team Olympics.
And I'm the Rowdy Fathers. Wait, great idea. Angle wins, and then Jason Jordan is Braun Strowman's mystery partner, and he wins the Raw Tag Team titles again.
Oh.
That's horrible.
Oh, man, imagine if it is Jason Jordan. Oh, my God.
Who's your tag team partner, Braun? And then we hear that just awful trumpet theme song, and I'm like, no, I'm leaving.
Oh, my God, that's terrible. Oh, my God. God. All right.
But yeah, so the Rowdy Fathers win.
Yeah.
They have to. They have to put Ronda over.
That's what we said about Sting, though.
As we said about AJ.
I mean, it's possible. It's completely
said about
possible
CM
that
Punk.
Kurt Angle's going to take the pin on this.
Triple
And
H
then Ronda
didn't even-
Rousey's just going to put Triple H and Stephanie through 2 tables, because that's possible.
Yeah.
But did you know?
Triple H didn't even put CM Punk over.
Yeah, I know. Did you know that Ronda was petitioning for Paul Heyman to be her advocate?
Yes, and
Yeah.
I hope that happens after Mania,
But-
because
Well, she needs a good mouthpiece.
she needs a mouthpiece.
She's got a
Badly.
good mouth.
And
That would be-
not even just for like WWE. Like she needs to have someone to go around with her for like, interviews.
You know
She
what
has
would
a good
be
mouth, though.
You know who would be an interesting one? Who I
done
think
with
if
these
they
cookies?
made,
Fuck you, my cookies.
I think it would have been interesting if they just made this person not a comedy character, but if it was Vicky Guerrero.
Oh god.
I think the whole excuse me thing would have been perfect to make Ronda Rousey heel.
Here's the thing, Vicky can be serious, though. That's the thing.
Like, I feel
Conor
like she can
McGregor.
be. It's just she
Conor
has that
McGregor.
stigma of the comedy with it, and I feel like that would have.
No, she has that stigma of an overbearing bitch. But, like, I feel like that could translate well into a great... Because she did a great job with Ziggler and stuff as his mouthpiece.
Conor McGregor
Haha.
will be Ronda's mouthpiece.
Oh God! Stop!
You want to fight Ronda? Oh crap! The cops are here to arrest me again.
Oh God!
But I think the only reason why is because Paul Heyman's a heel right now.
What if Alexa Bliss was Ronda Rousey's mouthpiece?
I don't...
that's not gonna happen. What you think after
No.
Nia Jax's match? It's like, no, I'm done wrestling. I ain't gonna be in the ring anymore if that woman's still in there. I'm gonna be with this
Wouldn't
woman
you?
who's definitely gonna kick her ass.
That's like saying, here, let me just go out play in this street, and then a friggin' big rig runs you down. I ain't going in that street anymore.
I think Ronda's going to get the tap-out win.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, she's going to make Triple H tap out.
All
Somebody's
right.
arm is getting ripped out of its socket.
Not two.
All right.
The left one, though, so the right one can still write checks.
All right. Moving on to the next match. The match that we kind of didn't know until about Tuesday. We knew for a fact it was going to happen. Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Props to Shane McMahon.
Yeah, bam.
I know. I could have sworn he would have gotten injured and couldn't make it to Mania. And if that would have happened, I don't know who would have been his
Oh,
partner.
so I had a really good guess out of who would be Daniel Bryan's partner. So yes, that's
Kane
actually what I
Helmo.
said. Yes, that's exactly what I said.
God, it would have been so good. But I also said it would have been John Cena if the Undertaker match happened. And as of right now, both matches could still be up in there because we don't know if like Kevin and Sammy could beat the crap out of Shane McMahon again. So
Honestly, I could see a returning star get brought in to like help out Daniel Bryan and then feud with
Brie
someone.
Bella.
no.
Yo, if Brie Bella.
Well, she's probably going to be in the Women's Battle Royal.
Eh,
Both Bellas will probably be in it.
I just want Brie Bella to come out, like low blow Sami Zayn, and then it ends up Daniel Bryan gets to knee him.
Fight for your dreams, Daniel. Daniel? Oh, crap, he got powerbombed through a table. Daniel? Your dreams can't fight for you.
But we all agree that it's going to be Shane and Daniel Bryan.
If they have Daniel Bryan lose, I will literally quit watching WWE. This will be the last podcast.
We want to switch to New Japan Wrestling? Is that
No,
what you
we're
wanna
gonna
do?
switch to Marvel. We're just gonna leave wrestling altogether. We're gonna pull a CM Punk.
We're gonna do a food podcast. Just give up.
These Cinnabon Oreos are just amazing. They're just.
It's like,
They're
CJ,
like a creamy color
it's
with
like,
a
CJ,
crunch
it's like,
to
CJ,
it.
don't you want to talk about what happened on Raw last week? No. We are talking about the new burger from McDonald's.
Very raw. Very delicious.
Very chocolatey.
A lot of
The
pink slime.
fuck?
Never seen that? The chocolate Whopper?
I don't want to see a chocolate Whopper.
Oh,
pretty
I've heard
good.
of it,
It's
yeah.
Sounds
pretty
like a
gross.
Bobby Lashley.
He's coming too.
All
If,
right.
if he was Daniel Bryan's replacement partner, that would be
Oh
interesting.
my God, that would be
they
so
would
amazing.
die.
And I'd be like, well, Sammy and Kevin might as well
Well,
quit
yep,
now.
they lost. Good
Cammy's
working
dead.
for you. Thank you very much.
Cammy's dead.
Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman.
All right, before we get to the
Black and Braun.
that would be so great. Oh my God. All right.
If Mark Henry wasn't going into the Hall of Fame, we could have said Mark Henry would have been his tag team partner.
Sexually chocolate Braun.
Sexual Strowman.
Sexual and brawn.
All right, Braun, I'm going to teach you how to be a ladies' man. All right, where the old women at? Where's Mae Young?
And then the
Oh.
hand just
Go
pops
to.
out of nowhere.
Oh, God.
Hey, Dad, how are you doing?
You know what bugged me about that? Just a little segue. Why was the hand not black?
Both in when it was just born and the friggin' rehash they did of it at Raw 15.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
What, was it Raw 15 or Raw 1000?
Raw
Raw
1000.
Yeah. Why was he not, like, at least a little chocolatey?
I don't know.
I feel- I
can't
feel-
believe you just said it. Why
Yeah,
was he a little chocolatey?
Yeah, because I'm sure when Mark Henry saw Mae Young give birth to a hand, his first thought was, hey, that's not mine.
It was D'Lo all along!
It's my Owen Hart.
Oh my
They were in
God.
the nation together.
No,
Owen
stop.
Hart was already dead.
Stop.
9 months
Stop.
before, was he?
Oh my God, stop.
Maybe it was Bret Hart. He was trying to get back at WWE.
All right. The match that we still don't know if it's going to happen. John Cena versus The Undertaker. We all picked the same person if this happens.
Yo, it has to be fucking Taker.
Yeah, it has to be Taker.
American fucking badass Taker, no less.
It has to.
I mean, because at this point, John Cena has talked literally so much shit.
He said that Undertaker left his balls at home.
He talked about his wife's Instagram. He shit all over The Undertaker's own kayfabe.
He took his job. Rah-rah-rah.
So,
He
took
called him
his-
a bitch.
He took his girl. Rah-rah, the girl.
I was gonna try. And play the Kid Rock theme song for Undertaker, but it's not coming up.
Yo, let's not and say we did.
Oh boy.
But I don't know. I think either Undertaker comes out or he fucking doesn't, and you just have Samoa Joe and John Cena doing an impromptu match. Samoa Joe wins, and Undertaker comes out as the American Badass and just literally kicks the fucking hell out of John Cena.
I would very much enjoy that actually.
Yeah,
Like
I
as
can-
much as I would have. I don't know. I feel like I still have that stigma of like the match that could have happened.
Honestly, I feel like you could still, if he's still in physical shape, you could work a way around having Undertaker still going to Mania. If you say the Undertaker is gone, Mark Calloway is the American Badass is just Mark Calloway, and he's
The American Badass, Mark Calloway.
so basically Deadman Undertaker was like this arc, and if the loss to Roman put that character to bed, and if you still wanted to have American Badass Undertaker be a thing, I feel like you could do it.
I feel like you could do it too.
Unless, assuming, of course, that Undertaker's 2 hips will hold up for a while.
He said he's been training since like January. So.
Well, he says that all the time. When ever since his last Mania, where he's been like not a recurring, but
Part-time.
Well, ever since he became part time. What was
Wait,
it after Shawn
yo,
Michaels?
I have a
so.
serious question here.
Yeah.
What if, this is just a thought,
Oh, no. I don't like when you think.
Go on.
so you know how Daniel Bryan needs a replacement as a GM? What if
We're not putting the Undertaker in there.
No,
the
that's a terrible.
American Badass GM?
It's going to be...
I mean, technically, then we would get wrestling court situations on SmackDown, and those were actually pretty fun when we saw Eric Bischoff do that. So
I feel like the way we're heading is that we will have Daniel Bryan and Kurt Angle both out as GMs.
yeah,
After
and then we're
WrestleMania.
definitely getting new GMs.
So we
probably
get
post Mania.
No. So we get Undertaker, American Badass on Raw.
And Kane on
No.
SmackDown. The
American
GMs of Destruction.
American Badass on SmackDown, and then Corporate Kane on Raw.
Oh, God. No, it's going to be American Badass on SmackDown and Deadman Undertaker
Well,
on
first
Raw.
off, Kane can't because he's going to be running for mayor.
He can do backstage segments. He's fine.
You're going to have Undertaker, Deadman be on Raw GM, and then American Badass Undertaker be SmackDown GM.
And then they both appear at the same time.
Where the hell's the Raw GM? Dong. And then
You rang.
It's like you have American Badass Undertaker. But he has, like, he has a puppet of his dead man self. Yeah, that's right. Both GMs in the same place. What of it?
Oh man, I would love to see that. If we don't get Jarrett Angle GM feud, I would like to see American Badass versus Corporate Kane.
Very much.
I kind of enjoyed Corporate
what
Kane
would
for what it
Corporate
was.
Undertaker look like?
Oh my God! I don't.
Did you see Corporate Shawn Michaels? He cut his hair and everything.
Yeah, did you see on social media? He just recently cut his hair.
Oh God.
Like
no.
the ponytail is gone.
You can't do that.
Like it's now just like a shaved head. He looks like I don't know. He kind of reminds me of like Road Dogg, but more tan and smaller.
Like Triple
He
H
looks
now?
like a dude from my job.
Does his haircut kind of look like Triple H now?
Yeah, it's very
No.
well. It's a little bit thicker than that, but yeah, it's pretty
gelled
close.
back.
Speaking of Triple H, a quick sidebar: when he was presenting the North American Championship, which was a great looking belt, which
Yeah.
I forgot to mention, but he swear to God he looked black. Oh my God, I kid you not. Go on his Twitter, look at the announcement for that.
So
He looks black.
So was he? So when he So if he's black, in that feud against Booker T, he wasn't a racist.
Essentially, that's what you're saying. Yes.
If he's just black, I can see why Stephanie McMahon sticks around.
Oh my God. All right. Getting really sidebar on that, but we all picked the Undertaker for this if it happens.
If anything happens, I'll make you famous. I'm already famous.
If this never happens.
Oh God.
But you're looking at
it looks weird. His hair's starting to thin.
It's been starting to thin though.
That's why he cut it. But
I'll make you
this
famous.
is like the first. This is gonna be the first WrestleMania in a very long time that there's not really gonna be an Undertaker match.
Yeah.
So that's a little sad.
Well, I feel like we're now at this point where if he's still a yearly attraction at Mania, there's not gonna be any build to it anymore. I think they're literally just gonna have it be like a week or two before at most you're gonna find out about it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because you don't know if he's gonna be healthy.
He's getting to that point. It's tough being the Undertaker. He's the guy that stuck around the longest.
I feel like this really should be it. Like if he was to come in and beat Cena, then this
needs to be the last of it.
because
I agree with you.
there's nothing left. He already put Roman over. He already had a match with Brock. He's already had a match with Cena at that point.
He lost a streak at Brock, which that's when he technically should have ended it.
Yup.
Yeah.
But
Yup.
Well, Brock should have never ended the streak.
That too.
I feel like obviously it would have been booed to shit if Roman ended the streak, but at least it would have meant more.
Yeah.
Him winning that match, or him or another rising star.
I
end the
think-
streak.
I still believe Bray Wyatt should have ended the streak and ended the career. I still believe that should have been the
What
way
if
to go.
Bray Wyatt shows up as the new Undertaker?
that's what I've been. That's
I've been
what's been
hearing-
circling around too. I've heard of that too, but I don't know. That one I'm less skeptical of. I'd rather. What is most likely going to happen is either Sister Abigail, Husky Harris.
Well, Bray Wyatt still never won at WrestleMania.
That's true.
He has the Jeff Hardy streak right now.
It's so bad.
And Eric Rowan has like the longest match in WrestleMania history. With The Rock.
Yeah. 6 seconds.
Oh boy. All right, let's move on to our co-main event: AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship. Okay, we all know who's gonna win.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be Nakamura.
Yeah, Nakamura. This should end the show. If they're smart, this ends the show, because if it doesn't and Brock and Roman goes on last, the crowd's going to be dead.
The crowd will be dead.
This cannot be the number one. This cannot be the first match.
If this ends up being the match, I'm gonna be so mad.
Or the middle of the card, no less.
And they have had the tendency of the WWE match doing that ever since they